and welcome to Salford Sports TV here at Field Park to watch the Uni Salford women play University of Manchester. I'm joined on the camera and comms duty by Will Valentine. He's going to pop in to make sure I'm not lonely. Are you looking forward today, Will?
I am freezing to say the least, but yeah, looking forward to it. Should be alright.
Please, could you look after my earrings? Thank you. Don't let me forget.
I've just been handed some earrings from number 6, so make sure they don't go missing throughout the game. Let's hope she doesn't go missing throughout this game, and let's hope Salford have a good one today. And we are underway. Cold Wednesday night at Field Park. Where else would you be this evening as University of Manchester get us underway? It's been a poor season, I think, from a Salford perspective. Whenever I've personally watched the women, they've failed to get results, but it might be disappointing. But I'm sure the girls are enjoying their football and working towards something. As an early through ball is intercepted by a Uni man. Salford recover and send it out wide right. But it's a well-placed challenge out for a Salford throw. It'll be interesting from a personal point of view to see the shape that Salford set up in, because I remember last time set up with a flat back five to try and thwart some of the attacks. Or I think it was Chester last time I was here personally. It'll be interesting to see whether they've worked on something different, whether they're keeping the 4. Well intercepted from Union Man, but they do run into the cul-de-sac. That is the Salford defence. Union Manchester playing out of that Salford press pretty well, with a lofted ball into midfield. Good battle between the two players, and the number 15 does really well with a fantastic turn intercepted by the Salford captain. She's done really well to win the ball high up here. Claims for a corner, and Salford win one. Fantastic lofted corner in, but it's well met by the University of Manchester. They look to break here with this number 7 down the left hand side. Knocks it in, and an ambitious effort of a ball is intercepted by Salford. Pushing the back, wins Salford a free kick in the Union of Manchester second half. It's going to be the captain to send this one in. It's a lofted ball and it'll bounce to the back post. Unfortunately not met by any Salford forwards, out for a University of Manchester goal kick. Slight issue with the referee here, not sure what he's talking about with someone on the far side of the pitch. Maybe his dinner's ready, maybe he's missed it. Who's to know? What? And right. From what I can hear from the players, the referee needs to move his car, and therefore the game has to be postponed. Now, this is certainly a first, I think, for me on Salford Sports TV. The referee has decided to park in a wrongful position, and the players are just as confused as we are. We can get back underway here at Peel Park, University of Manchester. Restart the game. Let's hope we can play for longer than 8 minutes this time, shall we? Salford have restarted the game with a fire in their bellies. The ball going out to that right-hand side, and the referee gives a goal kick. I mean, I don't know whether I can just stand here and gloss over this, Will. The game has just restarted after what was, 10 minutes?
It's probably about 10 minutes, yeah. It was quite funny, to be honest. But you can't gloss over it because it's genuinely hilarious. I've never seen anything like this happen before.
I mean, look, I know it's not professional. I know this is not the Premier League. I know there's no VAR, and I know that Stockley Park is but a figure. Oh, okay, didn't mind touching the ball. I know that Stockley Park is a figment of our imagination, but he genuinely was called away to move his car. And to be honest, I think I'm going to ramble on about that this entire match. As Salford collect the ball safely. So we're about 10 minutes, I think, officially into this game, but whether the referee will restart the timer or add that time on, I'm unsure as of now. But I think it's Charlotte looks to chase the ball down the left-hand side, and Union Manchester put it out for a Salford throw. Great pass from Will there to assist Salford in their endeavours going forward. And there's some lovely feet, but again, ran into some dead space for Salford. And Union Manchester can come out here with a number 10 in midfield. Neither team quite managing to get a foothold of this game thus far. I mean, could be due to the fact that it was stopped for 10 minutes, but neither team looking overly assured of themselves as Union Manchester look to have some possession here. And number 16 has a rifling ball into the hands of the Salford keeper. And the Manchester number 5 does well to wriggle through a couple of Salford players, but unfortunately the final ball is lacking on her behalf. Fantastic turn from the Union Manchester midfielder as it's sent out to the left-hand side. Here's the number 7 driving in on goal, and the ball beats the keeper, and a bit of confusion at the back post. Oh, but it's a save from the Salford keeper, eventually put in by the University of Manchester. Absolutely calamitous defending there as the ball gets sent in from the left-hand side to the back post. Bit of confusion as to whether they should clear it or not, but Union Manchester have a lead in this somewhat chaotic game, and it's 1-0.
Did it go to the back post? Because I'm watching the camera, I thought it came to the back post and I didn't see where the ball went. And I look again, it's in the net on the camera. I didn't see.
Yeah, well, the ball was sent in, I think, from the left-hand side. It was a great, well-worked move through that midfield. I think it was the number 15 or it was the number 16, in fact. Sorry, in the midfield with that ball. And she played a lovely sweeping ball out left, and the number 7 drove towards the goal. Just kept going. Plays the ball into the back post, missed by the keeper. And none of the Salford defenders could clear. Tapped in for the number 2, I think it was, of Union Manchester to get their first goal of the game, and they're coming straight back at them here, but it's a well cleared effort from the Salford keeper. Good challenge, Salford to dispossess the marauding forward. And that's a good turn. But again, the pass in the final third somewhat lacking for Salford. Out for a Salford throw. What I can see from a personal perspective, I mean, the last time I watched this team, they did set up with a flat 5. I think they just looked to not concede goals. I think they have gone back to a 4 at the back formation, which I think it will help them in terms of going forward, because they did look a bit lacklustre going forward last time. You know, the strikers were feeding off scraps, as it were, and if they can get a foothold into this game, I do think Salford, can create chances and can score goals, but maybe that back 5 provided the team with that defensive stability that they needed. Who knows? Who am I to say? But as a Manchester United fan, I've become pretty fond of a back 5 recently, as I know you have, Will, with the Amorim craze. And maybe it's taking over Salford. Who knows? Who knows? Manchester have a corner, not looking to take it short. All the players stationed mostly on the edge of the box, looking to run in. And it's a corner. It doesn't beat the first man. Well done from Salford to get that clear. Can they break now, Salford? Can they break? Union Manchester getting many bodies back. And that effort goes awry. It's a fantastic challenge from the Salford captain. We love a 50-50. Salford unable to break that block. That is the Union man defence. And the number 16, who's looked somewhat comfortable in midfield for the Union Manchester, gives it away here. As Salford look to drive on goal, but it's well defended from the University of Manchester number 4. Fantastic to use her strength. You know, you can see that she's a pretty tall player and she's used it perfectly there. And that's an ambitious ball from the Manchester number 10, cleared away from Salford keeper. But again, it's just these things that Salford are unable to try, that Union Man have, and they've won the ball back high up here with the number 7 on this left-hand side yet again. She was the prime creator of the first goal. It's gone to the number 15 on the edge of the box, takes a shot, and it's caught. But danger signs are there for Salford, as the University of Manchester, yet again, fashioning another good chance down this left-hand side.
As camera crew, are we allowed to appeal for offsides? Or do we have to be neutral?
Go on, say that. Go on, say that here, because I think that's an interesting point.
As camera crew of Salford, are we allowed to appeal for offside and things like that? Or do we have to be impartial? That's my question.
You see, whenever I find myself doing commentary, I do naturally drift towards the Salford side.
Well, I've already stuck my hand up a couple of times to throw into stuff like that.
Well, this referee's already in our bad books, considering the dude postponed the game.
He did come over and say hello and make sure we're all ready and everything. He's a good crack, this ref, you can tell.
He's a good crack, but he's also an absolute plum in terms of his car, but never mind. I hope it's a nice car, wasting our time with.
Definitely a Vauxhall of some sort. One of them big long ones.
I want to find it so I can key it after the game. No, we don't condone that. We don't condone that on commentary. But no, I think we're allowed to be a bit biased. No, this is Salford Sports TV. It's not Union Manchester Sports TV. Although I am a Manklad myself, so not a Salfordian.
Good tackle.
You are definitely not biased. No bias from Will on the camera there. And that's a great ball switched out to this right-hand side. As number 5, unchallenged, sends that ball, and that's a tenner for us, please. That's gone into the River Irwell. But again, it's a fantastic crossfield pass from the University of Manchester. They seem to have a lot of tiny midfielders, some good players who are clearly comfortable on the ball. Referee calls, I think, a handball for Salford and a free kick. He likes to chat, this referee, you can tell, because he's doing it a lot. Maybe he's the Mike Dean of university refereeing. He just loves being the centre of attention, doesn't he? And Salford unable to play out with it from that free kick, and Union Man applying plentiful pressure to that Salford defence early on in this game. And they're coming again down that left-hand side. Ball sent into the number 2, and it's a fantastic, well, about to say it was a fantastic 1-2. It looked like she could get onto it, but alas, that chance goes amiss. But the danger signs are there.
Camera keeps going out of focus and it's giving my beating. It's in focus now, it's just when I zoom into all the side. Yeah, you can't tell.
Lovely pass from the 16 out wide to the Manchester midfield. Salford unable to play that out from the back. And the number 5 is going to chase, but she's not going to get there. Cleared out for a Uni of Manchester throw.
Because it's so dark on this camera, you can't tell who's who. So the only difference is the yellow socks.
And that's a free kick for the Uni of Manchester in what seems to be a dangerous position if they can get a cross in.
There's only focus. No, I don't think you can. I think it's just because it is so dark and then lights do nothing. Like, you can see the light, there's loads in that corner over there. And I've just not had the camera on the free kick for all this time.
Well, if you can see this, the free kick's been sent in. Well, it actually hasn't been sent in. I don't even think that ball made it past the 6-yard box. It's gone out for a University of Salford goal kick, but it's like lighting issues here at Beale Park. We hope you can see who's who. Again, no one promised Sky Sports.
I was promised Sky Sports.
Promised better. This is Salford Sports TV. What is this? As Salford now look to fashion a chance down this right-hand side. It's come out left. Here to Charlotte, who can't make the reverse pass inside. Tell you what, I'm gonna, if Salford don't come forward here with this chance, I'm gonna start a rant in a moment, because I think it'll be good to fill the time. And quite frankly, I'm unhappy. I've noticed something on the University of Manchester team that's made me infuriated. Now, I don't know who she thinks she is. I don't know whether she thinks she is Wilfred Bonney. But why is the Uni of Manchester number 9 wearing a number 2 shirt? I mean, this is it's abhorrent. It's absolutely abhorrent. The number 9's wearing the number 2 shirt. The right winger's wearing the number 5 shirt. The 2 midfielders are wearing 15 and 6. I mean, whatever happened to 1 to 11, lads? What's going on? You know? Not happy about this. But anyway, I'm sure they're lovely people and they're lovely players, but quite frankly, their shirt number decisions are horrific. As the number 16 picks it up. Oh, she's done. I mean, under pressure by 2 Salford players, and Union of Manchester have still managed to retain possession. It's a testament to how strong this midfield has been so far in this game. As the number 15 picks it up on the edge of the area, tries to send it out to that left-hand side, but Salford do intercept. But no, now I've noticed that number 2 being the number 9. I'm never going to forget it, Will. And I, you know, I'm fuming, to be honest. I'm absolutely fuming. As the number 5 picks it up and sends it into the Salford back line. Uni of Manchester trying to pick their way forward, and they're controlling this game really well in this first half. They've got a strong midfield, and Salford just seem to be unable to get hold of the ball as much here as they lose it again. Fantastic bit of tracking from the number 15. I think it's the 15 and 16 for University of Manchester who are controlling this game in that midfield. And despite my my dislike of their shirt numbers, they're clearly very, very competent players. Driving run from the University of Manchester number 15. She sends it out to the number 5. Gains control of it again. It has some space and time on the end of this box. And she looks to release a shot, and it's a slow shot. Keeper gets down to her right-hand side. Makes a comfortable save. But again, there's a lot of space in between that Salford back line and that midfield, and I think University of Manchester is exploiting it well. Especially within their passes in their final third, and Salford, I think, lucky to only be one down at the moment. Some very enthusiastic University of Manchester support, I think, today on their sidelines. I mean, looks like they've got 3 managers. Not too sure about that. Salford down the left-hand side. Can't quite make that pass into the final third. There's a calls for University of Manchester to release the ball sooner as there's a foul. Foul on the University of Manchester midfield. And they have a free kick inside the Salford half. There's a 16, going to send it forward. She's going to send it direct, and it's flicked on from the Salford defender. Comfortably saved. Picked up well by the 8 on this left-hand side. It's a lovely ball to the number 10. She can't control it, but it's a well-worked move from the number 8. She fashioned that chance on the inside left.
I'd love it if someone came and shushed the camera. If we got like a last-minute equaliser, I'd love it if someone came and shushed the camera. Just straight up there.
You and me both. You and me both. How nice that Winter Wonderland looks in the background of that shot, eh?
The Ferris wheel.
Some beautiful scenes here in Salford. You know, it gets a bad rap, but you know, Peel Park truly is the place to be on a Wednesday night.
Where else would you rather be on a Wednesday night?
Where else would you rather be on a Wednesday night? That's a great question. This is the mecca of football. It's the home of university football. Everything goes on. There's Christmas tunes, there's referees forgetting his car. All we can hope for now is a Salford win. Not forgetting our biases. But University of Manchester do have a lot of control in this midfield. Those two midfielders, number 15 and number 16, playing a Keane and Scholes-like role. One sweeping, one playing it forward. I mean, you know, they've done really well so far, and University of Manchester can come forward here again with the number 2. She's got a lot of space on the edge of the box, and she takes a shot. Again, Ruth down to her right-hand side to save. Ball sent forward for Salford to chase, but defended by University of Manchester, but Salford do win it back. I think for me, they're just a lot more comfortable on the ball, as you can see here. I mean, they're playing through the Salford press with ease. And they just look a lot more comfortable to me in these conditions. Maybe the Manchester side have more time to work on things as it goes after a Salford throw.
All right.
Substitution for Salford.
Spread out and pass, girls.
I think the referee's indicated, I think he said, was it 16 to go? Which on my clock puts it at a 48-minute half. I suppose that's his added time again.
He must have left his watch in his car.
Yeah, I think he left his watch in his car as well, yes. Well, that is a fantastic ball played forward from the number 10, but called offside. We don't have any linesmen, some, sod knows whether this referee's correct or not. Again, he can't park his car properly, so whether he can do offsides, it's a different question. But Salford have a free kick. It's a ball played out wide right for Salford. Well defended from the University of Manchester left back. Again, just not many chances for Salford in that final third. I'm sure if they could get a shot off, they would, and they'd be able to get a foothold in this game. But Manchester are so comfortable all over the pitch. And her, especially that number 16. I mean, she's been an absolute rock in that midfield, and it's a fantastic lofted ball through forward to that number 2, who takes a shot. It's a great save from the keeper, but it's put in by the number 2, and it's Uni of Manchester 2, Salford 0. I mean, it all comes from that number 16. She has been fantastic all game, and it's well finished by the number 2, well worked, and Uni of Manchester have a 2-0 lead. Will, thoughts on that?
Salford haven't been playing too badly, really. They've just been lacking in the final third. Unlucky there. Keeper makes a good save. Keeper's been Salford's best player. Should hold the red up high after that, though. It's just unlucky, really.
Yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts exactly. I mean, they have just been unlucky, especially in that final third. It looks like they haven't got anything in that sort of area, and they haven't been able to fashion any chances. And to be honest, that Uni of Manchester midfield has been incredible all game. That number 16 especially, she's just played an absolute blinder of a through ball.
Number 5 on the inside.
And that number 16 and the number 15, both rocks in the midfield. And they look like they've got quality all over the pitch. But with over half an hour gone, it is Uni of Manchester 2, Salford 0. Must be a long way back, especially in these conditions and the way this game has gone so far for Salford. They want to take something into half time. They want to hopefully get a goal or at least a shot, fashion a chance, and they might have something going into the second half. But New Manchester are showing no signs of stopping as the number 2 sends it forward. I think it's given offside. It's a great ball out. That right hand side for Salford with a missed kick. And it's gone out for a New Manchester goal kick.
Get me some Bovril at half time, that's what I'm telling you.
I know, do you fancy the Ferris wheel at half time just to warm us up?
I don't know how warm that first wheel will be.
referee says all ball from a challenge from Salford captain. Doesn't look like it, but we're certainly not complaining. That's a great ball into midfield from Union Manchester. Again, works out well as this number 5 has looked like a threat all game. And she's got it here, the number 5. An ambitious ball for the number 7 to chase, but she chases it nonetheless, and that shows that she's got heart and she's got character, Will. She's got character. She chases everything, this number 7. And it worked out well for them the first goal, so if it keeps her warm, keep them running.
I'm tempted to put in the shop group chat to certain people.
Here, Manchester coming forward again down this left-hand side, and it's number 7 who's looked dangerous all game. Played her part in the first goal. She sends that ball out to the edge of the box to number 10. Well defended from the Salford captain yet again. I mean, she's been Salford's best player for me. And can Salford break? They've got a few bodies forward. They're coming down this right-hand side. They haven't had much success down this side throughout this game. Can they get across into the box? There's number 9, she plays it out to number 8. It's well defended again from the University of Manchester. I mean, they just look so comfortable, the team in purple. But again, a dogged effort from the captain. Oh, it's well tackled though. Can University of Manchester break here? There is absolutely no bodies in this Salford midfield as the number 5 plays it forward to the number 9 wearing the number 2, who is sent wide by the Salford defence, sees it out, and it's a corner for the University of Manchester late in this first half.
It's raining.
You mustn't forget, it's been raining.
It's just starting, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Oh. It's been raining. Is it tight that for FTV?
It is.
Race for both teams time. Tire chokes on DTs, Whitley. What's that all about? Don't read that out, man. Don't read that. It's a super chat. You've got to read it out.
The corner sent in for Union Manchester, unable to be cleared from Salford. It's out, I think, for another corner. As Will looks to do his best DT impression on the camera. Let's hope he doesn't hit me.
No, it's not DT.
It's DT. It's Claude who's
Claude.
died. Yeah.
RIP Claude, not DT.
DT got banged up, didn't
What's DT stand for?
he? I have no idea actually.
Doing time.
Doing time.
Allegedly.
Brilliant. Allegedly, yeah. No, not allegedly, he did. And it's a goal for the University of Manchester. Somewhat against the run of play. It was 2 corners back to back. 1 sent in and just a scuffle, unable to be cleared. And as Will's doing his best DT impression,
Claude,
best Claude impression, apologies. The University of Manchester have made it 3-0 here at Peel Park. I mean, they've looked more comfortable all half. And it's Union Manchester 3, Salford 0.
What's that all about? Don't read that. Don't read that. Super chat. You've got to read it out. Don't do me an injury, will you?
Unfortunate here for the Salford captain, who seems to have picked up an injury following that corner. It's a shame because she's looked a bright spark in this game and she's been positive throughout.
I think Salford have been a bit unlucky, really. There's been like for that second goal especially, a couple of just bounces where it just flipped the wrong way, and tackles where they're 50-50, and it's a 50-50. It can go either way, and it's just not gone Salford's way. I think they've just been a bit unlucky here. 3-0. It's probably a fair scoreline, but it's an unlucky scoreline. I think that's the best way to put the game so far.
I think the captain is going to go off. It looks like she's leaving the pitch with a limp. And we're underway. Can Salford get anything in this half? Again, an unlucky goal for their third. Strong challenge from the Salford defence.
It's just spitting into it. It's not like it's Peter Kay rain just yet. Spitting, everyone get inside, it's spitting. Come on, get inside, leave the toilet inside, come on, it's spitting.
Yeah, the rain is starting to pour here at Peel Park, only adding to our misery on comms.
Call me train, because why does it always rain on me?
As we stand here.
Is it because I lied when I was 17?
Uni Manchester yet again looking to fashion a chance down that left-hand side, unable to break through, and that was an enterprising run from the Salford number 3. She stopped in her tracks, but she looked like she's got some pace. I mean, I'd like to see that more throughout this game. A bit more running, a bit more of these fluid attacks. It seems to be very rigid and very stale at the moment, as University of Manchester do have another chance down this left-hand side. This number 7 who's looked lively all game, just getting well defended from Salford. Some strong appeals to the referee from the Uni Manchester. I'm not going to call it a bench because it's not a bench. They are just stood on the AstroTurf. But some strong appeals from our left-hand side. And that's a fantastic pass yet again from that Uni Manchester midfield. And the number 5 sends it towards the back post, but there is nobody home. That's a cross sent in from the number 7. It's come out to the number 5 on the edge of the 6-yard box. She takes a shot and it's deflected out for Union Manchester corner.
Have you seen some teams on the corner when they're defending one, they'll stick 3 players, one there, and one there, so they've got to leave 4 back? Have you seen that? It's so weird. Because you can break off it and like score, but then you leave yourself with like 5 defenders, 6 defenders.
Corner sent in for the Union Manchester. It's a bullet of a corner. And it's
better defended this time.
Calls for a corner from the referee. Not from the referee, to the referee. The referee wouldn't be calling for a corner. It'd be weird if he did. Although, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, he left his car in the middle of the road. I digress. Oh, fantastic ball played. No one on the end of it, though. And from the injured captain, I mean, she's still doing her part. Union Manchester controlling proceedings in this first half. Looking very comfortable on the ball, in and out of possession, especially in defence as well.
Shouldn't be long left in this half.
Now, by my calculations, there's a couple of minutes left, but the referee said 16 minutes after half an hour, so I'm unsure of how long he's adding on. But we're coming towards the close of this first half. Salford can't quite find that breakthrough in this game. I mean, they are 3-0 down, granted. Probably deservingly as well, but they have been unlucky, especially coming forward. Some unlucky bounces and things. And you mustn't forget, it is starting to rain now. Excuses. It's well defended from the University of Manchester, but Salford do have the ball on the edge of the box. And that ball has sailed into the Riverero. That's a second one, and that's £20 this game. The bills are racking up. Although I have been informed that apparently balls are no longer £10, and it's going to be even more than that. play out from the back. 3-0 up. University football. This is a proper footballing side. The number 5 drops deep, makes space for that. That 15 in midfield. You can tell these are a group of intelligent ladies, especially with the ball at their feet. Well intercepted from number 16, but Salford do win it back. Played wide right. That's a great ball from the Salford number 9 into the captain. In that right half space, but again, nothing can be made of these chances, and that number 16 especially is absolutely bossing this game in midfield. As the number 5 looks to drive forward here, she sends it to the number 7. He looks to play it around the corner to the number 2, who has it, but it's well defended from Salford. Coming towards the final few minutes of this first half, Salford looking to get a goal which, would send them into half-time with a bit of confidence at 3-0 down. A goal will do them the world of good, but Union Manchester are just not letting up. As the number 13 makes a fantastic tackle, sends it into the number 2. You can't beat the Salford 5. Well defended. And the referee is called for half-time. End of the first half here at Peel Park. It is the University of Manchester 3, Salford 0. And we're back here with Salford Sports TV for the second half. University of Manchester took a commanding lead in that first half to make it 3-0. Salford have a mountain to climb in the second half, but as a great man once said, mountains are there to be climbed. Who knows? Salford get us underway for this second half here in a lovely Wednesday night at Peel Park. And it's a good start for Salford. It's a fast start for Salford down this left-hand side. Could they fashion a chance here? And the number 7 a shot from distance is deflected and it's fallen to the feet of a Salford forward in the box, and that's the first big chance of the game for Salford. I mean, I don't know what they said to them at half-time, but they've come out with a fire in their belly. And Salford have a chance early on. More of that, please, William. We're back for the second half. How you feeling?
I'm alright, I've worn up a bit. We've just been messing around with the ball, doing the anti-spin. Salford got better start. Let's hope they can score 4 in this half and keep a clean sheet. And happy days, I can go home happy.
Not asking for much then, no. Just the 4 in the clean sheet.
Well, it is the month of giving and hoping and wishing. So
Yeah, let's hope Santa brings Salford a 4-goal thrashing in this half. It is the last game of the semester. Is this a semester or is it a trimester?
trimester's on 3.
Trimester. It's a trimester. See, I'm not versed with this university life myself. But it's the final game of the trimester, and Salford will be looking to end it with some positivity, I think, because it hasn't been the best of seasons for them. I know the girls themselves, having spoken to a few of them, you know, they've been happy with the way they've been playing, but they're just not picking up results. But as long as they're happy with how they are and what they're working on in training, I think that's the most important thing, especially at this level in university football. They look like they've come out in this second half with something different, and that is a fantastic turn in the midfield. And this is a lovely run from the number 8. Oh, and pinballs in the box and dominoes. Dominoes, it seems. Where's your free pizza? Because the play's falling over the place. A positive start to the second half for Salford.
Free kick to Salford here.
Salford have a chance to get the ball into the box with a free kick. In a dangerous position. University of Man started shaky in the second half. Salford put them under a bit of pressure. Maybe that's just what they needed. A bit of fire. A bit of something there.
Bit of gusto.
It's going to be the Salford number 9 to send this in from the right hand side. Oh, she doesn't send it in. I think she goes for goal. And it's a fantastic goal from the Salford number 9. And it's 3-1. Could this be the start of something special? They've started this second half brilliantly. I thought she was going to cross it in from that free kick. I mean, it looked like a perfect crossing opportunity.
I had the camera ready for a cross.
we had the camera position for the cross, and what a goal it is! I mean, was that a cross or a shot?
Good shot.
I mean, there you go. Live scenes. She sold us herself. It was a shot, and what a shot it was! Salford, 3-1 now. It's another shot again for Salford. I mean, after the first half, it looked like they're never going to get a shot away, but in this second half, look, they've had 3 or 4 already. It's been a fantastic start for the team on the other side of the River Irwell.
The wrong side of the Irwell.
The wrong side of the Irwell, some might say. I mean, I'm from Manchester myself, so I refuse to comment, and you're from Bolton. But hey, we're here supporting Salford as 2 non-Salfordian individuals. Well, that's a great ball from the Salford defence, but they just can't run onto it. Well defended from Union Man. But a great start to the second half for Salford, as Union Man look to have the first bit of possession they've had all half, really. As there is a Salford player down off the ball, the referee yet to notice it. As Salford looks to come forward regardless. It's sent forward here, and the number 10 is going to chase it. Again, my numbers, what was it? What did I do? I had a rant about the numbers, didn't I, before? Well, I'm going to do it again. The Union Manchester centre half is wearing the number 9 shirt.
William Gallas.
What is this? Utter woke nonsense. Number 9 at centre half is an absolute joke, I'm not going to lie. And I'm going to be having words after this game. I'm going to be having plentiful words. Anyway, it's a Salford corner. Sent in, doesn't beat the first man. Not going to comment about that as it's come out to the edge of the box. Well recycled for Salford.
I'm taking these off. Did you start a timer? Yeah or no?
Well won from the University of Manchester, and they look to come down this left-hand side, an avenue that's been dangerous for them all game with the number 7. But it's well defended for Salford. Lovely bit of physicality there as well. Oh, not in the eyes of the referee. And gives us Salford a free kick.
Have you got socials yet? Because I've not got anything. I don't mean to jinx it, but it's definitely got a bit warm. Yeah, probably.
Well won from the Salford captain. In the final third, he's looked to break down this Uni Manchester defence, and it's a shot taken! Salford just finding the side netting, but plenty more positives in this second half for Salford. Will, what are we thinking?
They've been miles better. They've taken the chances that they've had. They've scored one of them, albeit quite a brilliant free kick. We'll give them that. But they've been the better team here. They've come out of the half and they've been tidier. I think that's and they've had a bit more luck, like you see there. The ball's just going their way a little bit more.
It's fucking dangerous at this point. He's not called anything for him.
Very strong. Oh, and the referee with some very strong words.
7 or 8 fouls that you're not giving. They're dangerous.
And the referee's going to book. I've no idea who he is. I think he's at the University of. And the University of Manchester coach books for dissent. That's what he deemed to be dangerous foul play. None of the girls seem to agree with it. I think there's just some strong tackles going in, Will. I mean, we like that, don't we?
Some good 50-50s. I don't think you can dismiss any of it. If the appeals aren't coming from the players themselves, then I don't think there's anything that the referee's doing wrong. If there's loads of appeals coming from the players, then obviously if they feel that something's going wrong, the coach is just doing his job, sticking up for his team, and can respect that, really.
Yeah. No, I don't think the ref has done anything wrong, apart from park his car in, London, it seems. He's done all right. He's let the game go fairly well. There's been some good challenges in, and that's a fantastic pass from the University of Manchester, number 10. This is something we've seen all game as number 7 cuts inside. Shot, save from Ruth in goal. Uni Manchester, more familiar territory for them down that left-hand side. Certainly an avenue they found a lot of positivity with in that first half.
It's raining again. Sadly.
And I think the rain has started to fall. Oh, and that's an outside of the boot pass. It's a great effort from the number 2 up front to send in the number 7. Doesn't come across, but the technical ability to do that is there, and they've certainly shown that throughout this game.
Boys, switch on, come on.
That's a fantastic challenge from the University of Manchester, and that number 16 with a familiar chip through ball to the number 2. We saw this in the first half, and it's saved by, and it's put wide. I mean, that was almost a carbon copy of her goal in the first half. I mean, it was a fantastic chip through ball from the number 16 into the feet of the number 2, who took it well, stride forward with it, and it's a great save from the Salford keeper. Again, one of the best players for Salford in this game.
That's what I mean. Just have a look at the bounce there. Great save, and the ball just goes towards their own goal, Salford, and they concede another chance. They're lucky it's not 4-1, and That's been the big issue in this game. They've played better the second half. They've just been unlucky with the look of the bounce really on the 4G.
Yeah, I certainly see your point. Oh, a fantastic challenge from the Salford captain. This is what we like to see. It's not what University of Manchester like to see, but it's what we like to see. On a cold, rainy night here at Peel Park, and Salford looking to come down this left-hand side. Can they get a bit of luck coming forward? Can they get some more shots away? They've started very well in this second half. Pushed back into their own half by the University of Manchester. Salford doing well to retain possession. Oh, but the Salford defence is dispossessed by a dogged effort from the number 2. I mean, she is all alone up front and tackled brilliantly. Oh, that's a great ball out to the number 5 on the right hand side for the University of Manchester. As she puts the ball in to that danger zone in the box. No one quite bounces on it. Oh, that's a bit of afters,
A little bit of argy-bargy there. No need for it really, no need. Salford just need to keep their heads and get back into this game. Union Manchester with a free kick then from about 40 yards out. Whipped in, but it's headed clear. Salford have done well there really. Back out.
Again, another aggressive challenge from the Salford number 9. She's got a goal and she's I don't want to say anything too loud in case I get punched, to be honest. But I'm liking the aggression. Oh. Some lovely feet from the Salford captain. Unfortunate to be stuck in a room with what seems to be just University of Manchester players, but she could find space in a post box with Gemma Collins at number 7. Brilliant footwork. And yes, I am now looking like a history teacher on the sidelines after having to sacrifice my jacket for the camera. The things you do, right? The things you do. University of Manchester again winning the ball high up. This number 2, a dogged effort to win the ball, was good save. Good save. I mean, again, I know she has conceded 3 in goal, but again, every week, oh, apologies. Every week I look at her and I think she's a fantastic young player, and you can tell she's got the knack. She's got the knack for goalkeeping. Can Salford come back in this game? Will be the question. They started this second half very well. A lot more aggression, I think. Whatever was said in that half-time team talk, I'm certain the word aggression would have been one of those words. And substitutions for the University of Manchester.
It's over the majority of the camera, there's not much I can do really.
No, I wish I was for the majority of the cameras.
I need to be able to see. It's only the lens that's under there. Did you time this half? No.
I did. Oh. Hopefully the referee time in this half as well.
Good job someone's on it, innit?
That's well played from University of Manchester, number 3, into the 16 in midfield. Eventually cleared away. She's done really well to lift that ball over the number 7 with a switch pass. Can't find the feet of the number 2 up front, who has looked willing to run for everything all game. And Salford win it back high.
We have to talk in the midfield.
Some miscommunications in University of Manchester midfielders. Number 9 looks to work down this right hand side. She's done well to get it into that channel. It's a fantastic pass into the number 10. Well blocked, and it's out for a Salford corner. More positivity, Will.
Yeah, it's been miles better this half. It's been a much better game to watch, less one-sided and some good 50-50 challenges. Good attacking play from both teams and good defending as well.
Yeah, the rain has started to pour heavy here at Peel Park. Some of us have had to sacrifice our jackets for the sake of the camera. Getting my small violin out as we speak. I'm dressed like a history teacher, Will. Some of us can't do it. Salford have sent the ball into the box. And it's straight on the goalkeeper. And I couldn't even see. It looked like it went in from here. It didn't, but it certainly looked like it did. I'm not even sure whether the ball come into play officially. Technically, is that what it is? Should be another one taken, but anyway, I'm not too sure. That's a good turn for the University of Manchester. I'm reluctant to say number 9. She's playing in the number 9 position, but she's wearing number 2, and it's throwing me off a little bit. Anyway, I digress, because that's a ball played over to this left-hand side of the number 7, who has looked dangerous all game. She's been involved in most of the University of Manchester's attacks. Scored again for the University of Manchester. I mean, it looks so positive for Salford in this second half. They've played really well. They've been on. I think arguably they've been the better side, Will. But the University of Manchester have just put, I think, final nail in the coffin of this game, and that's 4 for them.
If it carries on raining.
Up the tempo. Let's keep it high.
And they've dispossessed the Salford defence again, University of Manchester. And the number 2 does well to take her on the defender, but it's a fantastic save from the Salford keeper. I mean, I know she's conceded 4, but again, she's been unbelievable all game, and she is most weeks, I think for me.
25 left.
And Ella sends it wide, but can't find the feet of a Salford player. And the number 16, who has been fantastic all game, sends it out to the number 7, but it's well defended from Salford. Bit of positivity in that defensive line. Well works from the number 2 out to the number 11 on this right hand side, who sends the ball into that edge of the area. Unable to meet the feet of any University of Manchester players.
I'm just cleaning the water off the lens. I'm not caressing the camera.
Getting your beautiful.
Just so I need to see that as well, that's the only thing.
Some technical water-based difficulties. We're not blessed with a camera cover, so we're having to use my jacket, which means subsequently I am absolutely cheddar cheesing. Stood here. Just been told to shut up. Thanks, guys. Free kick for the University of Manchester.
You weren't even in shot anyway.
On this left-hand side where they've looked so dangerous throughout this game. And it's sent in. Met with a Salford head, well defended. But they can't clear out, and the University of Manchester have it again with number 16. Can't find the 2 with the ball, and it's sent forward for Salford for the number 8 to chase. She's not going to get there though, well defended from the University of Manchester.
Good hand, well done.
Some comfortable defending for the team in purple.
Gotta talk, girls. Gotta talk. Well done, KP. This way. Well on.
Straight to the sports hall after this. That's where I'm going. Nice and warm. Set this camera up. Get rid of. I might unplug these. I think it'd be smart to let them in the bag.
Some lovely feet from the University of Manchester, number 10. And the referee looked like he was going to call a foul, but he hasn't. The number 7 can cut inside here, well defended from Salford. Referee's in two minds about whether to call a foul there. But the number 2 picks it up comfortably.
In front of the camera. Can't even see one.
Oh, lovely footwork from the number 16 in the University of Manchester, and that ball there, I mean, to see that, the vision was there, and she's signalling to her teammate that she could indeed see her. Sent long for Salford, and a bit of a mistiming from the University of Manchester defender. The number 8 can run onto it here, and she's taking a shot. Well caught in the University of Manchester goal. Tell you what, I feel sorry for the goalkeepers in this game, Will, because they must be absolutely freezing, especially poor Ruth in the Salford goal. She hasn't got a long sleeve top on. Absolutely freezing.
That's how it works when we do something with Manchester bench there moaning about the referee only doing something when someone calls for it. That's what it works. Getting the referee's head early on, and he's in your pocket, and that's what it works.
Some gamesman psychology from the University of Manchester bench. Trying to get into the head of the referee. I mean, this referee's head was long gone ever since he parked his car. The number 9 with another free kick. Is this another shot? I think it was. She's had 2 free kicks, the number 9 in this game, from ridiculous distances. She shot from both of them. I mean, if it works, it works. She did score earlier. So who am I to tell her not to do that? I hope she gets another goal, quite frankly, just to warm me up.
I'm not messing about with the zoom now.
Who sings this? Ariana Grande singing. Bit of festive cheer at Peel Park due to the Winter Wonderland. It's a fantastic thing, the Winter Wonderland. If if this goes out before it goes and you can check it out.
Radio playing the tunes today.
Please do. Our Shock Radio playing the tunes.
They actually are. As well.
Our rivals over at Shock Radio.
I wouldn't say rivals.
You wouldn't say rivals because you're the head of sport at
Yeah,
Shock
I would.
Radio. But
I see a world where we can work together.
Oh, do you think we can coexist?
I'm a peaceful guy.
I'm Salford Sports TV till I die. Until I get invited on someone's Shock Radio show, then I'll snap that up. Someone get me on to talk about how much I love Ruben Amorim, please. But no, we're all Salford Sports TV here, aren't we? Including you, Will.
I do what's best for the team.
You do what's best for the team. No, let's not compare them. Let's just enjoy them both while we still can. Because one day the genius of Fix Williams may end, and Salford Sports TV may go with it. Who knows?
Tell you what, they need to wrap this game up soonish.
Yeah, game's gone. Can we just get rid now, please? No, you never know. There's still chances for Salford in this game. I mean, they started the second half beautifully.
I've got some really non-PG phrases for how cold I am, and I'm not saying them on camera.
Yeah, no, we can't do that.
My career does not want to be over before it's even started.
Paying £9 grand to get cancelled on Salford Sports TV.
Wouldn't surprise me.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. No, I don't think you can get cancelled for hating shirt numbers. That's the only thing I've disliked in this game. Otherwise, it's been a good game. Salford have brought it to University of Manchester, especially in the second half. But I think it's clear who the stronger side are, and that's the team on the ball here as he come down the right-hand side.
Save. Another good save.
Again, yeah, the point made from Will. It's a good save again from the keeper. I mean, this keeper, I think she's unfortunately let down by her environment and the defence in front of her, because it looks like she's leaking goals like a dusty pipe. But she's been brilliant in goal, absolutely brilliant. She's always brilliant whenever I see her. I don't watch much of this side, but what I have seen of them, they seem to be defensively pretty capable. So it's a shame when they concede 4 goals like this, because I think it just comes down to luck mostly, especially in an environment like this. They're just getting quite unlucky. The girls, I hope they're happy with the performance. I know they were the other week when I saw them set up with a 5-pack. I remember them saying.
About 15 minutes-ish. I hope it's less than that, to be honest. I'm freezing.
I think it's about 15 minutes. And there's a player down for the University of Manchester area. I think it is the number 16 who I'm going to give more credit to. She's been fantastic all game. That midfield. My personal man of the match thus far, Will. I don't know if anything will change, but I think that number 16 for me has been the best player. What about yourself?
Yeah, they've had some really good performances today. Number 5 on our side in the first half, but I think Salford's goalkeeper's been Salford's best player. The free kick was wonderful, but it'd be 7 or 8, I think, without Salford's keeper. The quality, the consistency. She has conceded 4, but I wouldn't say she's at fault for any of those. And I think she should hold her head up high in what has been an up and down performance. I think that's fair to say. For the Salford team.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for Salford. I mean, in the second half especially, they've come out and they've looked all right. They've looked pretty well. But the keeper hopefully will hold her head high, because she's done pretty well, and she always does. She does everything well. Props to her. One of the match performances this season, if I'm not mistaken, from the goalkeeper, and you can see why, Will, can't you? You can see why.
Yeah.
Injury for the University of Manchester player. I think the University of Manchester are
trying to listen to their conversations. I'm not sure whether they're going down to 10 men or going to bring someone on.
Should bring someone on.
They should bring someone on, yeah. Be stupid not to, I think. Oh no, I think she's a tough cookie. She's going to carry on. All respect to her, I'd want to get off this pitch as soon as humanly possible with these conditions. I'd want to get straight into that Winter Wonderland, straight onto that Yorkshire pudding wrap.
Finishes at 6.
Does it finish at 6?
Yeah.
See, this is what I mean. The ref needs to hurry up and sort this game out because I want a Yorkshire pudding wrap.
And you don't want to
I want to go on the Ferris wheel, and he doesn't want a parking ticket personally. I mean, I'll bring the ref with me because you need two to go on it, don't you? So I'll bring the ref with me to Salford SU's Winter Wonderland. And we're back on the way here. 15 minutes or so, I think, remaining from what we can stand. But this referee, I'm not too sure on where his clock stands at. Salford win the ball back high up the pitch. Ball played into Weller up front, but just, again, not much quality in that final third. It's unlucky. The University of Manchester have defended really well, but there's not been much for Salford throughout this half. Back on is the number 16 after her injury.
God, it's Baltic.
How many words can we think of to say cold?
Code. COWD. Code.
It's cold, it's cold, it's freezing.
Nippy. Chilly.
Nippy, chilly, Baltic.
Baltic and the jackets come off
And the
the camera.
jackets come off the camera quick. It's going to be a swimming pool in a moment. It is cheddar cheesing. Cheddar cheesing. That number 17 looks cold. Look at her. She looks really cold. Look at this University of Manchester coach. She's using words like tenacious and things. I mean, you're 4-1 up. Who needs to be tenacious?
That's
Just
what you get at Uni of Manchester. Tenacious.
Uni of
Tenacity.
Manchester.
You get tenacity.
You get tenacity. Oh, you're trying to say that we're pragmatic?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that we're better.
We're better. Well, no, this team does have a lot of tenacity about it. I just don't know why he's talking about it at 4-1 up. You know, the game, granted, has slowed down, and ever since that sort of 20-minute period for Salford that they did have on the ball, where they looked really comfortable and they had a couple of chances going forward. Ever since University of Manchester, we've sort of reverted back to the status quo. We've sort of gone back to where we were at the start of the game, with University of Manchester controlling the ball, you know, trying to fashion these chances, especially down the wings and through midfield passes out wide. That's been their most successful venture today, and Salford haven't been able to stop it, unfortunately. Change of personnel up front for the University of Manchester with the number 17 on. See what she can do with 15 minutes to go.
Oh, lovely ball.
That is a good ball played over the top, but again, it's well defended from the University of Manchester. I think where they've set up pretty well. You can tell they're not too high in terms of their line, and Salford have had absolutely nothing going forward. Haven't been able to break through that defence. I wouldn't call it a low block. I'd call it a solid block.
Can't see anything.
Right. I can assure you the lights are on here at Field Park.
Just that one. It's freezing. Wet, not risky.
This might have to turn into a radio show. I have no idea whether you can actually see anything.
Whoever comes to edit this is going to want me guts to garters, I imagine. It's going to all be out of focus. Ball's not even in the shot.
Someone's going to score a bicycle kick in a minute, and it's not going to be on camera.
No one will believe it. I got the free kick though.
Whether you want me to turn this into a talk sport type commentary, where I have to describe everything. You
Where's
know.
Alan Brazil when you
Where
need
is Alan Brazil when you need him? I mean, I wish I was Alan Brazil right now because he wouldn't be as cold as I am. Salford with the ball on the left side of defence, been put under some pressure by the University of Manchester again, coming forward, doing as the coaches asked them to. They are being tenacious, they are being quick in the press, and they're not letting up. As the number 17 here, as he on the edge of the box for University of Manchester, she takes a pitiful shot and it's into the hands of Ruth in goal. No venom in that whatsoever. Ruth throws it out only as far as the University of Manchester left back into the number 10. 14 out wide right. This is a lovely move for the University of Manchester, and the number 2 has flicked it past the Salford defender, and Ruth has come out and saved it as the referee called a free kick. It's a free kick for the University of Manchester on the edge of this box. About 10 minutes to go, we think, here at Peel Park.
We hope.
We hope. For the scoreline and for the weather. Can the University of Manchester add to the misery of Salford with a 5th goal from a free kick? We certainly hope not here at Salford Sports TV, but sent in, a bit of a scuffle in the box, and it's sent over the bar.
It was a nippy one the night before Christmas.
It was indeed a nippy one here at Peel Park. All my sea salt spray's been washed out my hair. I look like a flat rat. Just what a Yorkshire pudding wrap. I mean, I'm saying that. I'm not going to get one. They're too expensive. But
It's only £7.
only £7.
I had one
That's
before.
£7 that I do not have.
I had one before. Good.
No, I'll wait till I get home. I'll have some I don't know, oven pizza or something. Watch United get battered. Be great. Free kick. Not free kick. What am I on about? Corner sent in for the University of Manchester. We're going delirious here. It's getting really cold.
How long did you were saying? Had 3 minutes on for that injury.
Yeah.
So how long did you say before?
10 minutes.
It's probably about 10 minutes left.
Probably about 10 minutes left. And I don't need to turn this into a weather programme, but quite frankly, there's not much football going on.
There is football going
There
on.
is football going, but it's
secondary to us surviving the elements.
yeah, to be honest, my priorities are straight. You know, if someone scores a goal, I'll shout. University of Manchester are still controlling this game. Nothing has changed. But can Salford hit them on the break here? Can they get something in these final few minutes? Number 8, well taken from her. It's well defended again from the University of Manchester. It's the same old story. Well, there's a lack of communication there at the back for Salford, and it's sent through. Well picked up again by the Salford goalkeeper. And the University of Manchester have only added to the misery of Salford. It is 5-1 here. I mean, it's a good finish, wasn't it, Will?
Oh, it was lovely. Appeal for a foul, but referee rightly plays advantage. And it's a cracking finish, bottom left corner, rifles it, and you've got to respect it. Nothing you can really do about those. We're in the dying embers of the game here, really. And Man Met are cruising here. They're not out of third gear. They know it's going to take a bit of a miracle to lose this game.
Yeah, they're cruising so much that you've forgotten that it's Uni of Manchester and not Man Met. That's how much
Did I
they're
say
cruising.
Man Met?
You did say Man Met,
Oh,
yeah.
did I? Sorry.
Well, that's just
Other universities are available.
other establishments are available. Salford preferably. But no, it's been a dominating performance really from the University of Manchester. I mean, they're really showing their prowess here as the number 17 comes down this left-hand side. Well defended for Salford. It's been dominating from them, to be honest, and a good spell of 20 minutes for Salford really, but other than that, there's not been much in the game for them. According to my watch, there's only a few minutes to go. What the referee has, I'm not too sure.
Watch the camera.
Sorry.
I've just taken one in a region that I'm not allowed to describe on the camera.
The northwest.
I've just taken one in the northwest. Oh, God. So now I'm cold and I'm in pain.
That's a shove in the back.
Number 10 for Salford down this right-hand side. Can they get a consolation goal at this stage of the game? It's a great pass from number 17 into the number 2, who looks to find that right-hand side. Coming forward still, University of Manchester not letting up. Looking to punish Salford. And that's a foul given. And another University of Manchester free kick in a dangerous area. Not long to go in this game. Salford will just be looking to cut their losses. Make sure no more go in. It's a good save. Good save from a challenging free kick. I mean, this game's been a reign of terror from the University of Manchester. They've been absolutely all over this Salford team. But in goal, there's no doubts about it. Absolutely. Oh, I mean, what a fantastic pass that is from the number 16 yet again. But it's a great save. But it's come out to the number 10 on the edge of the box, and it's gone in. The University of Manchester have yet another goal. It rains, it pours for Salford. University of Manchester have 6. Salford 1. Will.
It's same. I feel like a broken record, really, just going round and round. Salford, a bit unlucky. Brilliant save from the keeper, and the ball lands at Uni of Manchester's feet, and they just put it away. It's a good finish. You give credit for the finish, but it's unlucky that it lands at the feet. If it landed anywhere else, it's 5-1. That's happened 2 or 3 times now.
Yes, it's been an odd game because Salford, you can tell they've got quality about them. They've had some periods in this game when they've looked really, really positive. The University of Manchester are just seeming to win the look of the green, and it's a shame.
Look at the AstroTurf.
It's a shame for these Salford players because they've worked hard, and especially Ruth in goal. But I hope the referee isn't going to mess about and play 8 minutes added time, because quite frankly it is freezing, and it is 6-1 here at Peel Park. I repeat, 6-1 to the University of Manchester.
I don't know how you get the camera or you I'll leave it on the stand because it's going up.
I hope I'm not deceiving myself where I've just seen, I think the referee's put his hand to his ear. I hope there actually isn't someone in Stockley Park telling him what to do, because that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it?
There are Premier League games on tonight.
Well, there are Premier League games on tonight. I hope they're not influencing this university game as much as the University of Manchester coaches would like to think so. But that's again my partisan.
What was the time?
Partisan.
Like the physical actual time.
The actual time.
Half an hour until thinking. I might have to shoot straight off because I'm going to set up there. Basketball.
Salford unable to bring that ball forward there in that chance. Haven't been able to convert much in this game. It's been unfortunate. It's been the story of this game.
It's really raining now. I've not heard that word since I was in high school.
And the referee
Sure, can't be long now.
can't be long in this game now. I think he, as much as I do, wants to get on that Ferris wheel. And I think it's offside given in favour of Salford, and they have a free kick in the dying embers of this game.
The inside are alright.
Referee's looking at his watch. He's just as wet as we are. University of Manchester with some good pressure down this left-hand side to win the ball back from Salford, and number 3.
Have a shot.
Yeah, it's the number 16. He's been fantastic all game. Losing out there to Salford, but they win it back with number 14. Referee puts his whistle to his mouth, and it is full time here at Peel Park. A disappointing game for Salford. It's University of Manchester 6, University of Salford 1. I know me and Will behind the camera have spoken throughout this game. Unlucky, I think, for Salford. I know it's weird saying unlucky in a game where it's ended 6-1, but in a game like this, balls just don't drop in the right areas, and Salford just didn't have anything in that final third. And the University of Manchester, granted, a very strong midfield, very strong defence, very strong on the wings, especially. I think we noticed the number 7 and the number 5. University of Manchester were very strong today, and they were definitely the better team. But I think some of these Salford players can have their head held high. So it's full time here at Peel Park. University of Salford 1, University of Manchester 6.